In the standing flow, we lengthen upwards. We bring our hands to the heart. Repeating that movement, saluting the sun. We cactus the arms and take a nice back bend and lengthen up. We exhale the hands to the sides, clasping them behind us, bowing forward with bent knees. Dropping the head, lifting the arms, pausing and breathing. Exhaling, we release our hands, lifting, undulating, coming to the top, saluting the sun once more. If you like, take a back bend here, or just simply pause at the heart, lifting up once more. Cactusing the arms a second time with a nice deep back bend, if you like, and lengthening up to the sky. Clasping the hands behind our back with the opposite thumb, we bow forward with bent knees, dropping the head. If you like, you can straighten and bend like you're doing a bit of a plie kind of dance. Lengthening, especially if you have tight hamstrings, this is great. And we get ready to step back. The right knee is off the mat. Left knee is bent. We move just a bit here, back and forth, awakening the hips and thighs. Leaving the right hand down, extending to the left, twisting toward the left side, taking that hand back and slowly bringing it to the front, releasing. Slowly stepping back to plank, we release down, lifting up through upward facing dog. We exhale to downward facing dog. Slowly lifting up. I like to call this fallen triangle dance as a transition to the top of the mat. If this is not working for you today, you can simply step to the top of the mat as normal, lengthening the chest and breathing here. Lifting the heels if you like, pausing here, feeling those calves and undulating through the spine. Getting to the top of the mat, maybe give yourself some nice shoulder rolls as you lengthen up again through mountain. Bringing the hands to the heart. Maybe that hand crosses to the center in a circular movement, acknowledging the heart. Now I have my style here. You may also have your way of moving through, acknowledging your heart in this practice, and all is beautiful. Opening the heart with cactus arms and closing, lifting up even bigger, and exhale, bowing with bent knees, straightening those knees, lifting the heart forward. We step back, ready to repeat on the other side. Right knee is in front, left leg is extended, left knee is off the mat, moving through the hips and thighs. Extending through the right, grounding through the left. We take it back. And then when you're ready, we shoot it forward in front of us, releasing to the mat and stepping back through plank. We pause, lowering down and lifting through upward facing dog, exhaling to a beautiful downward facing dog. Extending up and breathing. You go ahead to that nice fun fallen triangle dance, maybe lifting up twice if you like, threading that front leg through, sitting down, lifting up, breathing here. And maybe finding our way to the top of the mat with toes touching, lifting the heart, bowing forward, and repeating that action. And when we're ready, we lift up through mountain pose with a happy heart, and bring our hands to the heart as we open the legs, this time moving through, bowing and bending if you like, acknowledging the heart, taking that hand away, bringing it through the heart, through the center. Once again, creative movement, creative flow is great. Opening and bowing, opening, lengthening, acknowledging the heart, being ready to open the heart, being ready to face whatever's in front of us as we sit down in a chair pose and bow forward. Moving through that chair, we exhale, we bow forward. Grabbing each toe or maybe the ankles, we start to undulate through this movement. Now, once again, if your body needs stillness, you can always stay in stillness with the arms, elbows facing away from each other and head falling to the earth. We pause here, we breathe, we lengthen the chest, and then when we're ready, we jump back into moving to upward facing and then downward facing, lengthening up, starting to move through to the next sequence here. We start to work through a warrior 1. Exhale, we open up to a warrior 2 with the right hand in front, reversing and making those beautiful circles if you can as you reverse through this warrior, lengthening up and breathing. Warrior 2. We melt down into a side angle with the top hand facing forward, pressing both feet into the earth, releasing down. Closing off both feet, we move into a prasarita, lengthening the chest and then dropping the head to the earth. Once again here, we can undulate and start to build mobility and then come to stillness, grounding one hand, taking it out, releasing down, grounding the other, extending, taking it around, extending, release, dropping the head. Maybe another variation of prasarita, maybe grabbing the toes or underneath the heels if you like, as the head drops to the earth, pressing the feet. We move here, creeping to the front in low lunge, and start to move through a chaturanga. You can step back here. You don't have to do a chaturanga. You can always meet us in a downward facing dog or try it out. Moving through fallen triangle dance, feeling good here. This is a chance to have fun on the mat, to play a little bit more, and then we find our way to the top of the mat, toes touching. We drop the head, undulating through the spine, opening the legs, chair pose, hands to the heart, maybe a little fun, little play, having fun there. Little creative flow. You can do what I do or find your own creative flow at these moments of the practice. Kalyasana variation. We lift up to lotus, Kalyasana, then we bow forward, once again playing, enjoying the practice, bringing a little creative movement there. Going into gorilla pose, we drop the head, we stay in stillness here, stepping on the palms, lengthening the chest and jumping back, lengthening up through upward facing dog. We move to downward facing dog and breathe, slowly extending, coming through to low lunge, working our way through our warrior 1, then to warrior 2 with the left hand in front, reversing, moving through those beautiful circles, circular rotations, feeling happy here, and melting down into a side angle, lengthening up on the other side. We release our hands down and work our way creepingly to the other side for prasarita. As we release our head to the earth, we undulate here, moving through, grounding and lengthening. This time, if you want, you can bend the knees and give yourself a little bind and Then start to straighten up. Seeing the view from upside down is always fun as we release the hands. Grounding on the other side. Bending the knees. If you like, take a bind or just stay with one hand on the earth. I like to move back and forth here. Helps the hips and thighs to open before I lengthen the legs and start to look at things from a different view. Slowly I unbind. I like to move into a moving skandasana here and then lengthen up and pause. And repeating on the other side, pausing and lengthening. Once again, moving through that movement, finding your way toward the center, working your way to standing, feeling good about the movement as you slowly open the chest to four-pointed star and sit down in a goddess pose. Opening to four-pointed star and goddess pose, we sit down. Lengthening, we open the chest, release and start to move through a goddess pose. Feeling good, feeling free, feeling our hips open as we bring a lotus flower above our head and release to low lunge. Lengthening through our chaturanga, through upward facing dog. We move through into downward facing dog. Moving the head from side to side, releasing the neck. Bending the knees if you like, or you can stay in stillness here. You can tuck and lengthen, or you can continue to stay in a downward facing dog at any time here. Sitting on the heels, lifting up through a half camel modification, melting down. Maybe moving creatively through a half camel variation if you feel good, or simply melting down. See how you're feeling. Your grounded hand can also be on a block behind you. And then maybe start to release the shoulders back and forward, grabbing the heels. Little to no weight is on the head here. Lengthening up. We sit back down on the heels. We lift our hands to the sky and bring our hands to the heart, releasing down. As we move through, we want to drop each hip to the side. You can be right on the mat or just in the middle. And start to move through that side angle. Maybe if you want, you can step the two legs and start to move through again. Repeating on the other side, modified side angle. If you like, stack the feet. And then when you're ready, release. Feeling good about yourself, that you found your balance, your flow, your play. Renewing your energy, renewing your life. Feeling good about the circular flow and bringing mobility back to the spine. We pause here. With a lotus flower above our head, we're grateful, we're thankful. We bring our hands to our heart. We play here just a little bit longer, and we smile because we have joy inside. We close our eyes. As we end here, we say, Namaste, peace to all. Blessings.